Now today we are learning one of the properties of rational numbers. We are comparing the rational numbers, comparison of rational numbers. So how do you compare natural numbers? For example, take 3 and 7. When you compare these two, you can't say 3 is equal to 3, but you can say very easily 3 is less than 7 or 7 is greater than 3. Because you know the value of these two numbers, now you can identify which is greater and which is less. It is very clear. Suppose if it were to be a rational number, those two rational, let us take two rational numbers, that is 9 by 15 and 11 by 6. There are two rational numbers. How do you compare which is greater and which is less? It's very difficult to identify. Now, if you observe the property of a fraction, an article is made into 15 equal parts and 9 are taken out, and this is called 9 by 15. An article is made into 6 equal parts and you have taken 11 parts. So it is a mixed fraction to be found. So 6 parts are over. So this in other way it is called 11 by 6, then we have 6, 1 are 6, 5 by 6. So it is more than 1. More than 1. This is more than 1. So this one is called integral part, total. Total. Suppose there are two fruits. He has taken one fruit completely, plus in another one, he has taken 5 parts, making another fruit into 6 equal parts, he has taken one. So this comes like this. It is not a fraction, it is a mixed fraction. It is improper fraction. It is improper fraction. The value of an improper fraction is always greater than 1, always greater than 1. The value of a proper fraction is always less than 1. So you keep it aside. Now we are comparing these rational numbers. So it is possible only if denominators are made equal. Why? Because denominator expresses how many equal parts are made. So basing on that principle, now how many parts is feasible better in these two rational numbers? What would be the denominator? We can make equal denominators. Then take 15 and 6, take LCM. So 3 5s are, 3 2s are, 3 into 5 into 2. This is 30. So it is the most feasible, least common factor is 30. So make 15 30 and make 6 also 30. You can't simply rub it and say 30. So when you take 9 by 15, so it is possible to make 30 only by multiplying 2. When you are multiplying the denominator alone, the value of the fraction changes. And multiply the numerator also with 2. 2 to cancel again, you are getting same 9 by 15. You are getting 9 by 15. 2 to gets cancelled. So we have a property. If the numerator and denominator are multiplied with the same number, the value of a rational number as a fraction does not change. Why did we multiply with 2? Because we need 30. 30. So in order to make it 30, we multiply with 2. In order to restore the value of the rational number, previous rational number, we multiply numerator also with 2. And 11 by 6. In order to denominator 30, make it 30, multiply with 5. When you are multiplying, multiply the numerator also with 5, so that we don't find any change in the value of this. 11 by 16 is also equal to 55 by 30. 9 by 15 is also equal to 18 by 30. So this can be as 9 2s are 18 on simplification 30, and here 30, 55. So an article is made into 30 equal parts on both the sides, and you have given 18 parts to somebody and 15 parts to some other person. 15 parts to some other person. So this is greater, this is greater, this is greater. So you can say that how many parts are made? 30 parts, and you are giving this what we call what we say is how can you give 55 parts? So it is a mixed fraction in other words. This is a mixed fraction in other words. So mixed fraction is 11 by 6 is nothing but 6 1 are 6, 5 by 6. Even if you take here 5 by 6 instead of 11 by 16 and adding 1 to that, you will get the same thing. So you can go like this, it doesn't matter. So this is less and that is better. 9 by 15 is less than 11 by 6, or 11 by 6 is greater than 9 by 15. Instead of doing all these things, we can do it very easily. The value of a proper fraction is less than 1. The value of an improper fraction is greater than 1. So the value of a proper fraction means numerator is less than the denominator, is always less than 1. Less than 1. So this is less than 9 by 15 is less than 1. This is greater than 1. 1 by 6. So automatically this is greater than this. Directly you can say, instead of doing all this one. Instead of doing making equal. But whenever there are two what we call proper fractions, we will do this. Whenever there are two improper fractions, we need to do this. This procedure will be adopted. And let us see the another example. So the another example is 3 by minus 14 and minus 5 by 21. So 3 by minus 14 minus 5 by 21. So this is improper fraction. This is proper fraction, its value is less than 1. This is also proper fraction, its value is less than 1. So whenever there is signs are given, we have plus divided by minus is equal to minus. Plus divided by minus is minus. Here he has given directly minus. So this can be written as minus 3 by 14 and minus 5 by 21. It is very clear that these two rational numbers are to the left side of the number line because both are minus. Both are minus. But to decide this, we must make the denominators equal. 14 and 21. Take 7. 7 2s are, 7 3s are, 7 into 4 into 3. 6 7s are 42. 6 7s are 42. So make the denominators 42. So minus 3 by 14. So multiply this by 3. 3 by 3 numerator. 14 3s are 42. Since you are multiplying the denominator 3, in order to make the value equal, this also. And similarly, minus 5 by 21. So in order to make 21 42, multiply with 2 by 2. So if you simplify this, minus 9 by 42 and minus 10 by 42. So both are minus, both are left side of the number line. So here this, when you go on to the left side, the greater the minus, the lesser the value. So this is less. Minus 10 by 42 is less than minus 9 by 42. So 10 by 42 is of minus, it is equal to minus 5 by 21 is less than 3 by minus 14. This is the way of solving, or this is the way of comparing of rational numbers. Let us take one more example. Let us take one more example. So here, arrange the rational numbers minus 3 by 7, comma 5 by minus 14, comma and 7 by 12 in ascending order. So ascending means ascending. You should know what is meant by ascending order. Ascending order, up. So ascending order, this is up, lower to up. Descending order, come down, greater to less. This is lesser to great. So these three rational numbers, so we must rewrite them as minus 3 by 7, comma, so plus divided by minus, minus 5 by 14, comma, so 7 by 12. This 7 by 12 is positive, so it is greater. It's very clear. These minus, let us see. Now make the denominators equal. 7, 14 and 12. So it goes in 7. 7 1s are 7 2s are 12. Again it goes in 2 times. 1, 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are. Again it goes in 2, 2 3s are. So 7 into 2 into 2 into 3. So 4 2s are 12, 12 7s are 84. So we must make the denominator 84. So then minus 3 by 7, in order to make this denominator 84, 12. It is multiplied by 12. When you are multiplying the denominator, you should multiply the numerator also. Comma, minus 5 by 14. So 84. So multiply by 6. 14 6 are 84. Again multiply by 6 numerator also. So 7 by 12. So 84. 12 7 are 84. So 7. Here also 7. Now simplify. Minus 36 by 84, comma, minus 30 by 84, comma, 49 by 84. All are 84. So ascending up. What is the least? Minus 30 minus 36. Minus 36 is the least value. Least value, when you go to the left side, the highest value becomes the lesser value. So minus 36 by 84. Next automatically minus 30 by 84 and 49 by 84. Now we must go back to the actual rational numbers. So this is minus 36 is minus 3 by 7. Minus 3 by 7, comma, and next minus 5 by 14, comma 7 by 12. This is the ascending order. This is ascending order, lower to up. This depends. You reverse it. That's all. So open the textbook and please do some problems as homework. Page number is 14. 14. Go through the page numbers 14. And if you take the exercise number 1A, the page number 16, 1A, page number 16, page number 16, you can do up to 5 problems. If you have any doubt, please send a message along with the problem. Thank you. Wonderful.